Amaze.
Okay. Hello and welcome back to Dragon Delves. I haven't got a clue what episode it is because it's been that long since we played. Sorry if anybody was waiting for the episode because people actually do watch these. So thank you to the people that watch. It's not just me watching it on my own. Last time the party were on their way back home through the desert when they heard the voice in their heads of a mysterious stranger that described themselves as a bag of holding that had been imbued with sentience. They followed the voice in the directions that it gave and ended up coming across a strange structure embedded in the side of a canyon. They entered what looked like quite a modern futuristic looking structure made of brass beams and glass plates, and they started to explore, for which Beetle incurred the wrath of a water elemental. They saw that off, and as they decided to continue to explore, they opened one of the doors and were immediately bum-rushed by a spectator. They dealt with that, left it as a little smudge on the floor of this atrium that they found themselves in, and all was quiet, giving them maybe a little bit of time to regather their thoughts and prepare for maybe exploring further into this structure. So, over to you guys. What do you do?
Oh,
Do we
about
have-
the album again? What's up?
No one speaks for ages and then all three of us.
Good start.
Okay.
My memory's a bit foggy. We came in from like this bridge, didn't we?
So you came across up the side of a canyon and you came over a glass crystalline bridge into this structure.
Shall we? We've got a main... I think we could go down the main corridor before we try any doors. Considering...
You think there might be more doors?
Please,
Very good.
please give Amelia a point of inspiration, I beg you.
Take one.
Can I have one?
No.
Oh,
Last time I gave you inspiration, you nearly cried.
true. You forced it upon me. I'm trying to get
DM
to-
question.
Okay.
This at the top in that walkway that looks like kind of something's happened. Can we see that?
Yeah, so
Because I know that me and Beetle were fighting by this fountain, weren't we?
you will have seen that area. That looks, upon first glance, like a bit of a market with merchant stalls lining up against the wall. Concourse is about 20 foot wide. The 5 stalls that you can see are in various stages of decay and decrepitude. 2 others are completely crushed under rubble from what looks like a partially collapsed balcony along the wall. And high up on the wall on the other side, there are 2 closed windows.
In that case, I would definitely, if that's what I could see, I would have, as soon as the fight was kind of over, that would have piqued my attention. So I'm going to move Haku over. I'm assuming that I'm kind of standing there near this kind of balcony.
So, yeah, I'll describe what you can see while you're in the area that you're in, just as a refresher, because obviously it's been a couple of weeks. I'll use the little pinger on the map. So, you've got a door here that nobody's gone in. All the doors here are made of the same bronze and glass that you've seen all around. You've got a door here, a door here. You've got a staircase here that goes up, and what looks like an elevator here. And then you have the corridor that leads away up here.
Okay.
Do you think it would be wise if we possibly split into 2 groups?
No, no, no.
Perhaps not.
Okay.
I think
mean,
Remy's always going to say that.
there are many levels to this place, clearly, and we do need to kind of be in a space where there's room, considering what we just fought.
Well, I've got. How about you let me try a little trick before we go opening any doors? And I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts, which I can sense any creatures that know a language or are telepathic within 30 feet. And I'm going to do a walk by all the doors and see what I pick up.
You sense creatures in all 3 rooms.
Um,
Does it have to be a language you understand, or is it just any language?
Nope. As long as they know a language or are telepathic.
You detect that there are creatures in all 3 of the rooms.
Can I get a count? Because I should be able to.
This is where in character he doesn't tell us that.
Hang on. Do you want individual rooms?
Yeah, if you just give me the number in each room.
1 in this room.
Cool.
5 in this room. And 1 in this room.
I'm gonna
this
say
door.
Go on.
Don't open this door.
I'm kind of keen. I'm not gonna lie.
HP?
17. Anyone got any health? Oh wait, do we have health potions?
We have the, I want to say the jam pots.
Beetle, just while
Yeah.
you're mulling that over, when you incurred the wrath of the water elemental, you were looking at this fountain, weren't you?
I was, yes. Okay, so I will. Yeah, I was looking to see if there was anything in it because you kind of partially described. Thank you for reminding me. I will then I will go back to the fountain and kind of retrace my steps
Can you
as I
please roll
forgot to do
me
that last time.
a history check?
Certainly, sir. Oh, has that come up? Oh no, it's coming up now. It's a 13.
So with 13, you study this statue, and you recognise, perhaps from a book that you may have looked through, of old stories, that this is the statue of a legendary warrior, a Githyanki warrior who helped to liberate her people from the tyranny of the Mind Flayers. You also, upon studying this area and the pool of murky water, you notice there's probably about 25 gold pieces in loose coins in the water, as well as what looks to be a card with some sort of glyph on it.
I will, Remy, there is still loose change in this fountain, but also a card. You like cards?
I'm on it. I'm gonna get elbow deep
Remy
in
likes
that
loose
water.
change too.
In the meantime, you've shared that information, right, about how there's people in each.
Yeah, I will tell you there's 5. I'll give you the information, yeah.
Okay, I am going to do 2 second wins, which I've got 1 left after that to regain some health. Hopefully this works this time as it did last time. So 13 health. Is that coming up for you guys?
Yeah.
Hey, that's good. That's working. It's doing it. Oh, okay. And 11. That'll do.
Okay.
Well, shall we? Where shall we go? We know the odds are against us in some rooms.
Does your
DM.
detect thoughts give you the flavour of the thoughts, or just that there are thoughts?
Unless I'm it just gives me that there are forts unless I'm focusing it on a specific target. Because I'm just sensing, I just know there's thinking creatures.
Okay. Go on, Danny.
I wanted to know the kind of like rubble and stuff in front of us. In the like dust and stuff, is there footprints, or does it look like it's happened recently? Like this kind of.
This looks like this has happened over a long passage of time. But if you wanna maybe have a look and throw me a perception check.
Oh, I've done 2
That's
accidentally.
fine, I needed 2.
One's a 12 and one's a 16, but they're +6, so a dirty 20 and an 18.
So for the 18, which is a success, but the first stall, there's nothing of value. You found there's nothing of value. But upon the other stalls that you check, you find, and there's quite a bit here, so your inventory keeper might want to get a piece of paper and a pen.
Some warning would have been nice.
Do you want me to put it in notes?
Yes, please.
Right, I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah, no worries.
Just give me time as I write, because I'm old.
So you find a crystal box containing 4 potions of comprehension. The box is probably worth about 20 gold pieces. A gold ring set with bloodstones. It's non-magical, but it's probably worth about 250 gold pieces. A tapestry that you could probably roll up, depicting a red dragon. It's probably worth about 750 gold pieces. A greater potion of healing. A fire opal worth 1,000 gold pieces. And a mithril armor breastplate.
Fancy.
Is that
Yeah, I
everything?
would.
That is everything.
Sorry.
I'd pop it into our bag of holding. I think I want to investigate this balcony.
Okay.
Can I just quickly turn to Sorrelin and say, where were you when the east balcony fell?
Probably on the west balcony.
I was trying to quote Lord of the Rings, but I hope that came through.
So this balcony...
My bad.
Before we move on, sorry,
Go on.
I was doing more reading on Detect Thoughts. I can focus it in on one creature, so I am going to try and detect the specific thoughts of the creature in the room I'm by.
Ooh, okay. That means that I just need to go and have a look at what language that particular. Oh, okay. So you do hear thoughts.
So I learn what's most on its mind at that moment.
You hear thoughts, but they're not in a language that you can comprehend.
It was a good try.
Maybe if you had a little bit of
unfortunately-
comprehension.
I didn't take any language spells.
I don't think you're getting it. Are you going to share that you don't understand?
I mean, I will tell the rest of the group. Yeah, I'm picking up the thoughts from whatever's in here, but it doesn't mean nothing to me.
What, Danny? You have 4 potions of comprehension.
Then take one out of the bag of holding and pass it on over.
Okie dokie. I will take a potion of comprehension and see if
That might
that
help.
helps me understand what I'm hearing.
You hear nervousness. Whatever this creature is, it's nervous and it's hiding. So I hope it doesn't come back. I hope it doesn't find me. I just want to be left alone.
I don't think seems whatever's in here is just hiding. I don't think it's going to be violent.
Hiding from what?
Maybe we should ask.
Is it going to be friendly to intruders?
It's hiding from something. That's all I can get.
Maybe there's something as us.
It didn't sound like it. It sounded like it was like one specific scary thing.
But if you want, Remy, you can go in first.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I will. I'm brave. I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, so you open the door. S4. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of clicking about it. You open this door into a small room. There's a door on the other side that looks like it might be sealed. Rusty tools hang from hooks on the walls in what looks to be a very old and dusty workshop. Sitting against the south wall is a large cast iron stove. A metal pipe 1 foot in diameter rises 2 feet from the top of the stove before embedding itself in the wall, and the stove is making a strange rattling sound. The stove is where the thoughts are coming from.
Hello? I'm gonna knock on the top of the stove.
You hear more rattling, and then in your head you go, "Oh my god, what's that?"
Fuck it. I'm just gonna open it up.
You pull open the door, and you are rolls out, because it was leaning up against the door, rolls out this little metal guy that looks a little bit like this. Hang on.
Oh, he's kind of cute.
I don't like how luscious his lips are.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I do. I don't know why.
He squeals
I know why.
and tries to scramble back into the oven as he sees you, but he doesn't instantaneously attack.
Hi.
Go away! Go away! You'll bring it back! Now, only Remy can understand this. You just hear a strange language that you've never heard before.
Just to be clear, though, does comprehension let me speak the language, or am I just shouting at this thing in common? I think it just lets me understand, right?
Probably.
I think that's what most British tourists do, so it seems pretty fair.
Let me double check that for you.
We're just looking for the local Irish bar. Don't worry.
It lets you understand the literal meaning of any language that you hear or see signed. You understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface that the words are written on. It doesn't decode secret, so you can't speak it.
Right. Yeah. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try talking to it in common. Go. Can you understand? And then I'm gonna go through all my languages. I'm gonna try sign language and gnomish to see if it picks up anything.
What sign language do you know?
I know common sign language.
Okay. What are you going to say to it in common sign language?
I'm going to sign at it. We are friends. We don't mean any harm. Who are you?
As you do this, it sits back and it stops and it looks at you and it seems to have understood what you signed and it begins to sign back in common. And it signs back, we were brought here by the Githyanki to help build this place. They are gone, but he has moved in. He has moved in. He who is destroying us and just wants the treasure.
Who's he?
He calls himself Yelagan.
You lag.
Sorry, say that again.
Yelagan.
It
One more time?
doesn't translate.
Yelagan.
It doesn't translate great into a sign, but it's something like you lagging.
Ylagan. Yelagan.
You who?
You're lagging.
You're lagging. Yeah.
I'm getting your lagging from it. That's the best I got.
He says, "Now, he's signing. I want to go back to my hiding. If I give you this, will you just go away?"
Sure. But what are we talking? Like, is it a dragon? I'm imagining a dragon.
A big one.
Okay. Yeah, you go. We'll take whatever you got, and you can go back to hide.
Thank you. And he gives you another card with a glyph on, and scrambles back in the oven and slams the door shut behind him.
What language is it speaking, by the way, DM?
When it's talking,
Yeah, above table.
Modron.
Okay. Just wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Because it would just be hilarious if one of us actually knew.
I
We're just watching.
I don't know anyone
Remy
that-
sign it out.
I don't know anyone that's ever taken Modron.
No.
I will obviously communicate all that conversation to all you guys as well.
Yeah. So yep, he has scrambled back into his oven, and he is now gone.
Well, I have a feeling that collapsed balcony might be where said dragon might be.
Yeah. I knew it was going to be a dragon. We're getting a bit of a track record here. I do have two of these cards. I'm going to look at them myself, but I'm also going to show them to the rest of the party. Does it look like anything anyone recognizes?
I'm going to move
Are
up
they...
to you because I gave you the card earlier. Why don't you ask the Modron what the sigils mean, what the runes mean?
I mean, he gave me one of the cards. That's probably not a bad idea.
Open it. I'll open it immediately and be like, what does this mean?
I will sign behind his back what he's saying and hold up the card.
I am trying to remember. They are. So, I'll describe it to you first. It's a ceramic tile roughly the size of a playing card engraved with an asterisk-shaped glyph inlaid with blue crystal. The glyph on the card matches the glyph on any sealed doors.
Okay.
They are, and it communicates to you through the oven with a really pouty look on those big luscious lips. Open the doors.
Okay, thank you. And
I have no idea what you said. That's the door.
They're keys.
Like the key cards to every travel lodge.
Yes. You have to go back to reception if you put them next to your phone and get it reprogrammed.
My God, real. Too real. Okay.
Well, I know the room across from here has one person in it as well. The room upstairs had a lot of people. I don't know about this door here.
Are you looking at that door there?
Yes.
That door has got one of the symbols that matches the glyph card on it. With a little
Did you say that the doors are made of glass?
Yes. With brass.
So we can just see through them?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, you
What do
said
we s-
brass with glass. So I was like, oh, it's a brass door with like a glass little.
Glass, they are made of glass steel with brass around them, which has the transparency of glass but has immunity to all damage.
We can see into the room whilst we're standing here.
Yep.
I'm assuming.
Yep.
What do we see?
You see a corridor.
Fantastic.
Featureless
Oh God.
corridor.
Well, I might as well unlock this one while we're here, right? I'll hold up the glyph that matches.
So there's a slot, so you just have to put it in the slot and it opens. So that's open. Swings open.
I'm not saying we have to go through here right now, but
As we're kind of like walking through, Haku's obviously going to make the remark of, you know, we were summoned here by a talking bag of holding. We just spoke to a inanimate object. I actually think that this might actually be legit and isn't someone pulling our strings.
I mean, if these things think it, you know, it could be that other thing I felt in the other room.
How long does your spell stay up for?
Only a minute, so it'll be gone by now, I imagine.
Okay, yeah, it will be after that interaction.
But
I will let you know that while you were obviously mooching around in like this area here, you didn't detect any thoughts in this vicinity. So
Okay.
I mean, I didn't pick anything up from this direction. Doesn't mean there's nothing in there, but I would say anything in there's got to be dumber than Beale.
I just stare at you, like through you.
I just completely ignore it.
Lead
Would
the way,
I-
Remy.
Do you?
This is becoming a thing now, huh?
Can I get that Mithro armor?
I will approach the corner, and I'm gonna peek round.
how far is your dark vision?
My dark vision, I believe. Questions I don't know answers to. 60 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Pretty far.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
I will creep down the corridor.
Oh, hang on, let me move the map. Okay, you carrying him?
Yeah. Again, another corner. I will peek out.
Need to move the map again.
This is a long corridor. Ah, shit. I think we might be heading in the direction I was feeling multiple thoughts from. By
I mean, this is obviously someone's escape route.
it seems like it.
So this corridor, you may have noticed, was featureless, but the walls have got like a rainbow haze on them. It's like stone with like a rainbow haze. And the door that you have just arrived at in there is not locked.
Well, I'll lead the way all the way here. I think it's someone else's turn.
You can. Hang on.
I'll open the door.
You can see. So, you're opening the door. So.
We can see through the door, right?
20, 25, 30, 45, 60.
I think I've got decent dark vision as well.
I think yours will be the same as mine.
Yeah.
So you open the door, and you come into another largish area, not as large as the atrium, with a glass staircase and another glass enclosed elevator that climb up to a 10-foot high balcony that hugs the north and east walls of the atrium. The sliding door of another elevator is embedded in the west wall, in the southwest corner. There's also a door on the east wall that's closed. Somebody roll me. In fact, who's there? Remy and Haku. Both of you roll me a perception check.
I rolled a 17.
Same here.
The atrium appears to be uninhabited, but you can't shake the feeling that you are being watched.
I will just say there's eyes on us. But I will push through the door and step out.
The minute that you step into the atrium, in your heads you all hear a familiar voice. You're close now. Beyond the rubble lies the dragon's hoard, and that's where you will find me.
How does it know? How does the bag of holding know that we're here?
Bags don't normally have eyes.
No. I mean, bags can't usually talk, but...
It's magical.
I mean, if the dragon's hoard is that way, I vote we deal with all the shit that could stab us in the back before we go into a dragon's hoard.
I think we should probably lock ourselves in one of these rooms and have a bit of a rest before we deal with the dragon as well.
I mean, the oven room's probably safe enough.
That thing?
I mean, it probably won't be happy. It's trying to hide, but... Or just the corridor, I guess. The corridor's pretty big.
I will advise you that you are in essentially a dragon's lair. Ain't no way you can rest.
Yeah.
There is no safety.
I think we should go deal with the dragon rather than dealing with anything else that's going to start to tick off our HP before and our spell slots.
If anybody is low, you did get a greater healing potion in the last lot of treasure.
I'm at half my HP at the moment.
I'm pretty good myself.
I mean, I'm not exactly the tactical brains in this team, so I'm happy to go with whatever y'all think.
I just think if we look around and come across any other kind of creatures, all we're doing is using up our spell slots and could be taking more damage. Whereas at least if we deal with the dragon now, we've still got as many spell slots as we do and HP. But that's obviously my input and my opinion. I'm obviously...
Yeah, out of character, my instinct is to clear everything before the boss zone, but I play video games and that is probably making me feel that way. It might not actually be the right decision.
What's Beetle and Sorlin thinking?
Would we rather die to big scary monster or embarrassing little guy?
Can you imagine the shame of dying to a Modron?
There are some absolutely monstrosity versions of Modrons. I think the other things you felt in the rooms could be more Modrons.
Could be.
I
mean, we know one of those
was a god.
We know one of those rooms only has one thing in it.
But what is that thing, though?
I couldn't tell you. I'd have to
That's the
probably.
question.
I'd have to cast again, and I can only do so many big spells before I need to take a rest.
How many
That's
big
what I
spells
think.
do you have left?
If I had to quantify it in some kind of slot system, I'd say
That's really smart, actually.
Two more of that level.
Some real fourth
okay.
wall breaking going on here.
Yeah.
What's the fourth wall?
Who said that?
Where did
Did
that voice
you?
come from?
God?
Also, just remember, guys, violence isn't always the answer.
You say that all the time.
I am gonna go up and
Hold
To
say
be fair, we haven't actually fought a lot of these dragons. Like, Brioche Bane was our little pet friend.
My fear with this dragon is that the Modron was obviously scared, which suggests it's violent. We don't know
If
what
it's
color
a
it
dragon.
is, so we don't know how to react to it, which is the most racist thing I've possibly said. We
Hey,
need to
I'm gonna go
determine its
upstairs.
color.
I'm going upstairs.
Oh, hang on. I don't know where those stairs come out.
Sorry. There's 3 sets of staircases and 2 elevators, and we've just stayed on the same floor and been like, let's see what the dragon does.
Oh, wow, this is okay. You're going up those. Is everybody going up the stairs?
I'm gonna follow just to make sure that there's.
We didn't ask what the dragon looked like or the size of the dragon, did we?
He said it was big.
Okay.
To a Modron, though.
But that's exactly what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
We are big to him. Because in my head, I'm like, the only thing keeping us and this dragon separate is probably these turnstiles. Is that enough?
I'll describe the rest of the room to you, by the way, just before you leave, because there is some of the features that I didn't describe. I'm using the wrong mouse. You'll notice that there is a large area of rubble. This is a 10-foot thick, it probably appears to be about 20 foot high, with just a slight dip in the middle. And this is made of various bits of stone, debris, and rubble from around the place.
Obviously a line of defense.
I mean, do any of us know much about Githyanki? What kind of dragon wouldn't like them? Maybe it is. Maybe we are safe.
I mean, Githyanki ride dragons.
Yeah, they do.
Do they ride all dragons?
You know.
I'm presuming it's not one of the kind they ride because it appears to have killed everyone.
Could have gone wrong.
I mean, I'm presuming.
Okay.
Let's follow Beetle up the stairs and see what's up there then.
Okay. Bear with me one moment, team, while I pull up that map. You are in S13. So, map change.
Ooh,
Sorry, I
like
just
that.
clicked on a roll.
It's alright. Right, I need to put all of you on.
I think we should immediately go back down the stairs and then up and down to to annoy someone who shall not be named.
Whoever would hate us doing that.
And then I need to remove the fog of war. Oh, turn the map off now. All this confusion.
I mean, I'm also making the assumption that the dragon is currently in its hoard. It might not be. We might be walking into wherever the dragon is right now.
You come to the top of the stairs, and you are at the top on the balcony, overlooking where you were just stood. To your right, there is the elevator, and the balcony ends. To your left, the balcony does continue, but then that is where it is smashed apart and damaged.
If I stand here, is there a glass door opposite me?
That is a closed window. You can see through the window. Would you
What
like
can I
to
see?
know what you can see? Okay, so those notes are back down here. So they give you view into two what look like suites. From what you can see in, it looks like it's a room, decorated a little bit like a parlour. There's like a sofa and an armchair. There's a cart with some crystal goblets and decanters. There's a coat rack in the corner. That's that one.
I will just call the rest of the party over to kind of be like, bit swanky in there.
Looking
Can I have a look
through,
through
though,
the other window?
you do get the feeling that it looks a bit grimy. Nothing's been disturbed for a while. Sorrelin, you look through the other window, and that looks like it contains a comfortable looking, if not maybe dust-laden, four-poster bed. There's a wardrobe and a freestanding mirror from what you can see. And what looks to be right in front of the window, actually, the head end of a bathtub. And that's that. Again, all very grimy.
What can we see over the gap, or can we not see that far?
So, coming down here. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Looking down over where the crystal fountain was, there's a little bit more balcony. It's broken again, and then the balcony carries on, and there is a door in the area that looks to be above where the furnace room was.
How high up are we from the floor?
10 feet.
It's only 10 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if this changes things, but can I go down? Unless there's something that's in that map, don't feel like you have to change the map. And then can I just starlight step up that bottom balcony over down here? You know, where the door is at the bottom.
Yeah?
Because I can starlight step 30 feet,
I won't
and it's only 10 feet up.
I won't change the map. I'll let you just move your token down there because you've just done that. There's no point in going back down and coming back up.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm probably going to regret this. I also wanted to check when I first went up, though, seeing that there was nowhere to go other than down again. I wanted to check the elevator door and what that looked like.
Similar to the other sealed doors, with the exclamation mark on it.
Okay, so that's what the symbol is, an exclamation mark.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what the symbol we have, the card we have. Okay, so
Two of them.
I'm relaying that to you guys that, the elevators require a rune card, which we have. And I will, if I can write the what. Oh my god, you got to use 2 different buttons to move it. Okay.
Okay, so, what room number? Are you looking through that door?
Yeah, I'll look for it.
That is 14. So this, this room appears to be filled with quite bright light, magical light. It's a rectangular room. Let me just get rid of the fog of war from there.
The fog of war? Uh-oh.
So, there is a house alarm going off. Gross. So yeah, the light emanates from 3 glass domes attached to the ceiling. Above what appears to be a 5 feet wide, 20 feet long planter overflowing with rotting vegetation.
Does it have a symbol on the door for me to go through?
Nope, it's just open.
I'll open it.
Okay.
And I want to look back at the party, so they're looking at me, and I'm going to back into the room backwards.